As you already know, we are making a serious commitment to the total force concept. This means an increase in numbers and improved training, and someday, God willing, improved equipment. In order to keep fit and be worthy of your government's continued support, we have arranged that at 0600 hours tomorrow morning you will be going on a little 10-mile march. And oh, by the way, we'll do the same thing again the following day. The Germans have a good saying, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you strong. Have a nice day. Sergeant, take over.
Hustle it up. Hustle it up. Come on, guys. Line up. Line up. Come on. Form it up. Get into it. Shape up, guys. Come on. Let's look sharp. 3, 2, march.
A 2x10 forced march is tough, even for the young and the fit. Get plenty of rest. Check your footwear. Be kind to your feet. Eat a salty breakfast. Bacon, for example, is good.
Hey, you want to go for a beer? Sounds like a pretty good idea. Let's go. Okay, we'll head over to the tavern now. Let's go, guys.
Try to turn in early. Get a good night's sleep. Check your equipment. Fill your canteen. Get as much sleep as you can.
This place is closed now. Let's go. Come on, move it. Get out of here. Pack it up and let's get out of here now. Come on, let's go. Drink it up and let's go now.
Physical exertion in hot or even warm weather can pose a health hazard, which may result in casualties. Prolonged exposure to heat and humidity can raise the core temperature of the body to a dangerous level. When the temperature of the body core rises more than 2 degrees above normal, which is 37 degrees Celsius, the condition is called hyperthermia. Heat cramps can be an early sign of hyperthermia. The onset of heat cramps is usually rapid. A casualty suffering from heat cramps is conscious, ambulatory, and responsive. Pulse and respiration are normal. Sweating is excessive. Cramping is intense in the extremities, in other words, the hands and feet. Abdominal cramps are severe and may simulate appendicitis. At this stage, the casualty will recover quickly if she is cooled and allowed to rest. Get her out of the sun. Elevate the feet and legs. Loosen tight clothing at the neck and waist. Remove the webbing, helmet, and excess clothing. The cramps are caused by loss of salt. Try to restore lost salts and fluids by giving the casualty a Gatorade-type drink. Giving the conscious casualty water, which is slightly salty to the taste, 1% solution, is a possibility, but it will often increase nausea. When in doubt, plain water is the best bet. Heat cramps are not serious, and she should quickly recover. If cramps persist, there may be another problem. Seek medical aid. If external parameters remain unchanged, the condition will progress to moderate hyperthermia or heat exhaustion, sometimes called heat prostration. A casualty suffering from heat exhaustion is usually conscious and responsive, although he will be weak and will feel great fatigue. Skin may be clammy. He'll be drenched in sweat. Pulse and respiration are rapid and shallow. Speech may be slurred, behavior erratic. The casualty may complain of headaches, dizziness, blurred vision, hallucinations. There may be cramps, nausea, and vomiting. First aid for heat exhaustion is a combination of procedures for the care of heat cramps and shock. Remove excess clothing. Monitor vital signs. When sweating stops, the casualty is progressed into severe hyperthermia or heat stroke. The casualty is unconscious. He may look dead. Skin is flushed, he is hot and dry, pupils are dilated. Assess breathing and pulse. Take your time. Respiration may be very shallow. The pulse may be erratic and can accelerate to as much as 160 to 180 beats per minute. You must act immediately. Heroic measures are called for. Do not waste time. First aid must be administered on the spot. The first priority is to cool the casualty. Remove excess clothing. Don't forget the headgear. Handle the casualty gently. Immerse the casualty in a stream, lake, or cool bath. Remember to cool the head. Alternatively, you could sponge him with cool water or wrap him in wet, cool towels or sheets. If possible, direct a fan onto the casualty. Provide whatever supplementary cooling you can. If breathing has stopped, begin mouth-to-mouth AR. If there is any sign of a pulse, never perform CPR. If possible, monitor the casualty's temperature. Because of the drastic measures you have taken, too much core cooling could result in hypothermia. When he is fully conscious, you can give fluids. A casualty recovering from heat stroke will need a few days of bed rest. The injured, the young, the elderly, the unfit, the unwell, or those under the influence of drugs or alcohol, or those who have suffered from hyperthermia before, are the most at risk. Although hyperthermia is a life-threatening condition, the first aid is simple. Remove him from the source of the heat. Cool the casualty. Allow him to rest. Give fluids to a conscious casualty, Gatorade or plain water, as much as he can take without nausea. Adjust the workload in accordance with heat and humidity. The wet bulb globe temperature index is your guideline. Poor preparation, poor discipline, and poor troop management can lead to heat-related casualties. Prevention through acclimatization, proper clothing, and water and salt intake are essential. Guard against becoming overheated, dehydrated, and exhausted. Hyperthermia can be serious.